didn't trust cabbage.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. Was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
Let me know if he's willing. I'm always looking for another pair of strong arms. Could bring his brother to that, think of it.
Get up!
Where are we going?
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
£500 pig. More like down fussy pig and eat the damn pox.
Excellent, He learned his craft. He won't come. His wife's going into labor. Last I saw him. Yes, I saw that on my way through.
What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it?
Well, actually, it's the
Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
While we're on the subject, did you meet with success in your hunt for a new fish? If not, I may...
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me.
Several, man. What's wrong? He's quite a knowledgeable fella.
Must be the line of pots and pans at ankle height strung right.
I read some of her works, remarkable indeed. It forces one to listen to the modernists' new ideas.
Oh, you know that.
Please don't hurt me! Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
More like down
Fine.
fussy pig and eat the damn pox.
Are you familiar with the rules?
I've tried everything to keep little buggies out of my garden. And they keep finding their way back.
gumption to go through with it. Do wish him my best.
Fences, traps, a guard dog, even rather belligerent cat. I've consulted all the experts and still have no solution.
At the old plough.
At this rate, I'll have lost only foul by month's end. And they were not...
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
They keep finding their way back.
Yes, I saw that on my way through Hartford.
Was well up. Would have been a pretty kettle of eels to shake off otherwise. That vest is not known for her gentle manner, you can.
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I am an honest man.
I've tried everything to keep the buggers out of my...
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
With another Garrick well under...
Fowling piece, is it? Well, I suppose there's plenty.
Fences, traps, a guard dog, even a rather belligerent cat. I think I'll raise hogs
I
next.
was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
With a line of pots and pans and angling...
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
Blow that midden-cussed cabbage.
With a line of pots and pans and
You're
angling...
serious, aren't you?
That knows some. He's a muckworm.
Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. That loud Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
He won't come. His wife's gone.
I think I'll raise hogs next. No way a fox can carry off a 500-pound pig. More like young pussy pig. Down the pot.
Somewhat too strong, and with the flavor of the meat always hot.
Was well up. Would have been a pretty kettle of eels to shake off otherwise.
Indeed. I relinquished the tools of my trade to play
Nasty business by the church. You think the peaceful endeavors of holy men. That was another Garrick well underway. So soon as this strikes, the rush to get it up for Tuesday.
At the old plough. John and Robert.
Was well up. Would have been a pretty kettle of eels to shake off otherwise. That vest is not known for a gentle man.
Nah, I think it was the consumption. I took a heavy toll throughout that village about 5 or 6 years ago, as I recall. Person.
I think I'll raise hogs next. No way a fox can carry off a 500-pound pig. More like young pussy pig eating down the pot.
All right, scoundrel! Back in your cell! Time to gut you! Oh, hey, not that big terms. A scalper else in that face. And her sister's there.
red. It's an odd choice. Why do you think he chose red instead of blue? There's much more in keeping with blue.
I've had about enough listening.
Bart was trying to recreate the piece they used back home to play the mob. This American guy caught fire with too much culture.
I think he will join us for the hunting on Saturday. He must finish his business for the Major before.
He's trying to give us the slip! So you die!
I think it has to do with the beetles. The little ones that eat the wood. We used to see that in the pine trees back home.
Well, actually, it's the Germanic next door. Very friendly.
Really? I had not thought of it. You mean the fallow field over by the game trail? Beyond the apple orchard but before the river?
Indeed. I relinquished the tools of my...
He still owes me the best part of £3. I'm not...
He'd obviously fallen over in his stupor and not only pissed himself, but demolished the pub's pea-house bench. An absolute savage, that man.
Oh, yes. She makes the most wonderful stews, especially when harvest time is just done and everything is still fresh.
Ah, yeah. Right.
He's over there!
I tried everything to keep the little buggers out of my garden. To keep
A little farm like Salisbury Grange. Cold as anywhere when the wind blows, but the land is good. Aye, really.
That song. He's a muckworm. Wouldn't have the nerve for something like this. Won't ever see him part with a penny.
There is truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old house was falling to many pieces, but since the achievements, it is no more.
Something of a philosopher says he...
There! Get him!
I'll enjoy this!
Hey, you're fucking here! Do it again! Well, so they say. I chanced upon the shop myself. It's cast off soon. Great beavers. Wow. Well, I suppose there's plenty of whale in that part of the bush. Damnably inconvenient to carry around one's belt. I've read some of her works, remarkable indeed. It forces one to reconsider old preconceptions, listen to the modernists. Wow. Well, I suppose there's plenty of whale in that part of the bush. Damnably
No, I haven't ventured up that far yet. The Ohio country is still a somewhat savage locale for the gentrified likes of me.
Really? Absolutely.
I tried everything to keep
Really? I have not heard of it. Where am I not to find it?
Let me know if he's willing.
Indeed. I relinquished the tools of my trade to play my own on Sundays. I suppose the rest of us satisfied.
You could ask the Cromwell. He's quite a knowledgeable fellow. Assists me with several technical issues. Nah, I think it was the consumption. I took a heavy toll throughout that village about 5 or 6 years ago.
Time has got you! You better be ready to prove it!
No. Must be a fancy French contraption.
places, traps, and guards on. We could rather take it to guards. Something all of the executions still have no
Don't remind me. A pox on all who think bathing in winter is healthy. A pox on all who bathe in general, by my lights.
I think he will join us for the hunting on Saturday.
Yes, I saw that on my way through Carson. Terrible fire.
I'm not sure. And he won't come. His wife's going into labor. Last I saw him, he was running in circles, full tilt, with staring eyes and an idiot grin across his face. With another Garrick well underway.
Well, used to be. I heard it was to be protected. So as to ensure a supply of...
Oh, this saddle paint.
Everything to keep the little buggers out of my garden. They keep finding their way back. At this rate, I lost only foul by month's end, and they were not cheap, let me assure you. Down to Fergus.
There is truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old house was full of
You expect any seeds?
Have you chanced upon a copy of this elitist?
Bring it!
In a line of pots and pans, ankle height strung right across the enclosure. Sly bastard.
Some young fella from Scotland was trying to map Dahl. I think he caught a fever out past. Hope his efforts weren't wasted.
I'll shove this.
With another Garrick well underway. The medley of lovers. So soon as the strike's done, we'll be rushing to get it up for Tuesday.
There was a period such blandishments were known. But men of greater resolve and clarity.
Well, he has certainly helped out since his accident. Not so arrogant. Kinder to everyone. Perhaps more talented and gentle.
Oh, yes. She makes the most wonderful stews. Especially when Harvest Time is just not...
He'd obviously fallen over in his stupor, not only pissed him. He's demolished the company's peanut bench. An absolute savage, that man.
At this rate, I lost only foul by month's end, and they were not cheap, let me assure you. Down to Fergus.
Really, half-turned clockwise. I could try it myself, but is that before? That's the
Yes? He'd obviously fallen over in his stupor and not only pissed himself, but demolished the pub's pea-house bench. An absolute savage, that man.
He'd have a hard time getting into that. About as much sense as a fish.
All right, scoundrels, back in your cells!
The ale of the dragon is tending towards water.
I think I'll raise hogs next. No way a fox can carry up a 500-pound pig. More like the...
Oh, while we're on the subject, did you meet this person or hunt for a new assistant? If not, I made for Boy Monday. Good, earnest boy, that's right. He'd obviously fallen over in his stupor and not only pissed himself, but demolished the pub's pea-house bench. An absolute savage, that man. Excellent leatherwork. He learned his craft. The ale of the dragon is tending towards water these days. Not the same since old Fletcher passed.
Really, a half-turned...
I think it was the consumption. I took a heavy toll throughout that village about...
That looks up.
This key is useless.
We also have a choir, supplemented by some of the garrison officers.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
Indeed. I relinquished the tools of my trade to play the viola with them on Sunday.
Even a rather belligerent cast. I've consulted all the experts and still have no solution. I think I'll raise hogs next. No way a fox can carry up a 500-pound chick. More like the unfussy pig that eat the damn fox.
The ale at the Dragon is tending towards water these days. Not the same since old Fletcher passed. Say, what was the mild at the Lion?
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
Excellent plan, there was blood everywhere. Screaming. I was almost out of
We also... We never answered.
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Yeah, super.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No. You elect instead to commit new and more terrible crimes inside what should be a place of rehabilitation. You bide your time, awaiting the day of release, that you might corrupt anew. The worst part is that the good people of New York are forced, quite literally, to pay for your crimes. Where do you think the money for this prison came from? Hmm? For your outfits? Our wages? Resources wasted because you refuse to contribute to society. You would rather dwell at its margins, living off the hard work of others. We'd be doing everyone a favor if we simply put you all down. Then our money might be spent on more productive things.
Need to take care not to raise the alarm.
Hold there! He thinks he can get away!
Get back here!
Your life's at an end.
I need to take care not to raise the alarm.
Halt! Let's have a word.
Got him sighted!
I need to take care not to raise the alarm.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
You deaf idiot! You won't shake us so easily!
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
Up! Up with you! I said get up!
by now. Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's... Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box, and little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintained a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop Hickey. Go!
Time to fly! Oh, why always me?
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box and little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go!
Mein Gott! Verrückter! I've got a shot!
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw in with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool who give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
At ease, men! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearned for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you?
No. This they did on their own.
You diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
And for the support of this declaration,
With a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Not that great Terge. Like a scalp of earth, that face. And her sister...
Let me know if he's willing. I've always room for another pair of strong arms. I could bring his brother, come to think of it.
Something of a philosopher, says he, with his nose so bloody high in the air. So I've been some...
Indeed. I relinquish the tools of my trade to play the viola with them on Sundays. It is a most restful...
We must now all hang together.
Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Everything all right?
Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
Whoop.